Welcome back. Next now to a film about the 276 female students kidnapped from a school in Chibok in northeast Nigeria over 5 years ago. Filmmaker Kachi Benson met some of their parents in the aftermath of the kidnapping to hear their story and made a documentary entitled Daughters of Chibok. It premiered at the Venice International Film Festival last weekend and won an award. Let's take a look at the doc.
When they told me that my daughter, Rifkatu, was among the girls that were kidnapped from the school, I could not believe it. What did I do? Who did I offend? Many women lost their daughters that night.
Well, I'm glad to say Joel joins us now from our Lagos studio. First of all, congratulations, Joel. Did you really expect to win the Best VR Story Award?
No. That came to me as a very, very pleasant surprise. I mean, first of all, I was shocked. I didn't expect it. I just went to Venice to have a good time, meet people, understand better, you know, the VR space and what other people are doing. So when I was told the film would get an award, it was a very surreal experience for me.
Okay, we'll talk about VR in a moment, but why did you decide to make this documentary on the Chibok girls?
I mean, I've always been curious about Chibok. When the story broke 5 years ago, there were so many versions to the story. It was sort of hard to separate fact from fiction. And so I made up my mind then that if I ever had the opportunity to go to Chibok, I would love to, you know, understand better the story. So I was, you know, making another documentary in the Northeast, and it took us through Chibok. And I had to stop and, you know, met the women, met the men, met the people, asked questions. And obviously, from then on, I knew that I had to tell the story.
Now, I've watched bits of the documentary, and your main subject, Yana Galang, is quite a remarkable woman, isn't she?
Oh, yes, she is. She's a very, very strong character, very strong woman.
And you've shot this in VR. Tell us what that means and why you did that.
Well, you know, we had the option of either making it in VR or just like a flat 2D documentary. But we chose VR because it was important to sort of take people to Chibok. Even in Nigeria, Chibok is so far away. You have to fly 2 hours and then drive for another 6 hours to get there. So it's really quite a very distant place. And that also sort of, I guess the distance adds to the whole mystery around Chibok. Very few people have ever been there. And so the question was, how do we make this experience as real as possible for the viewers? And it was just, let's do it in 360. Let's make a VR documentary and give people that real
it actually
experience.
brings out the story. Just finally, how has this documentary been received in Nigeria? It's been well received abroad, but what about back home in Nigeria?
Well, I mean, the people that have seen it have really commented that they love the story. Obviously, the empathy level has gone up. And so we have quite a few people saying, okay, so what can we do? We never knew it was this bad. How can we help? And that really was the reason why we made the film. You know, is really to use the film as a vehicle to draw attention to the plight of these women and do something for them, all right? We cannot, as regular people, bring back their daughters, right? But we can do something to make their lives just a little bit easier. And so
Kachi,
I feel that
Benson,
the film,
thank you very much for speaking to us here on Focus on Africa, the director of the Daughters of Chibok. Congratulations to you.